Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of mission 10 right here. We're joined by Killer 4716, obviously.
Yep. We would be joined by Scotty, but unfortunately he had to
Technical difficulties caused him not being able to join us today, which is quite bad. But
Sorry.
anyways, carrying on from part 1, when you get your war factory up, make an extra harvester or an extra 2 for economy wise stuff. With your missile squads, they should be ranking up pretty darn well, destroying all the storm riders and such. I got 2 of mine heroic by this moment in time. Your base defenses should be looking badass, and on your build waiting list you should have a tech center getting ready to come up.
This guy already has a tech center.
Yeah.
His defensive line
the guy
is all over the
killers. Yeah, the guy that killer's checking out. He went more of a tech route to start with, didn't he?
Yeah. He's already
now, I've got
avatars and stealth tanks.
Oh, cool. Well, I've got 2 groups at the moment. A group of 3 Spectres and a group of 10 Venoms. The 10 Venoms obviously have the improved laser upgrade,
which is going to be
obviously
helpful in any mission or game.
Very true, very true. Plus also you want to send out your Spectres first, then if your Spectres get attacked, bring in the Venoms and get rid of those units which are attacking your Spectres. Practically think of it as if the Venoms are bodyguarding the Spectres in a way. Because as the Spectres do, if anything, if the Spectres do all the damage to the enemy base, the Venoms are going to be there as bodyguards to make sure that they do their job.
If you ask me, bring in the Venoms first, and then send in the Spectres.
I wouldn't really suggest that for this in particular, due to the fact that there are quite a few anti-air units and anti-air base defenses around the place, and the Spectres can be used to take at least the anti-air defenses out first, then the Venoms can fly in. So that'll be a good idea, yeah.
Well, of course the Venoms are going to be first, but the Spectres aren't going to be that far behind. And also, TheXploder, do you need a Temple of Nod in this mission?
No, you do not. It's a waste of money in this mission.
Well, this guy is planning on building one, and I don't know why. Oh, and also this guy did an epic failure. The drone ships are already at the bases, except for one, which is not at the bottom. What, right?
Yeah, probably bottom right.
So TheXploder's strategy is actually a very good strategy.
Oh hell yeah. Because what I'm doing here, I'm setting it up. If you're following me when you're doing this walkthrough, if you're following what I do, this technique in this particular mission makes it so that you're trapping the squid, so that when you attack their drone platforms and when they fly over to what they think is their base, you've already destroyed it, and you've got reckoners there ready to get rid of it. So it's
I have no idea what he's doing.
So it's literally just telling the squid, yeah, I dare you to come home. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Anyway, I digress. Spectres, use your planning mode to select the buildings, and so that your Spectres never stop firing, and so they can easily switch from one building to another. Do not attack that tib spike, because you can capture it later with an engineer just by flying it in.
Hang on, what faction are you when you play this?
You're Nod, obviously, because this is Kane's Wrath.
Well, I know that. Are you regular Nod, or are you March of Cain, or are you Black Hand? Well, you're obviously not Black Hand, because...
Yeah, you have to be... You're probably normal Nod for this mission. Because you've got your stealth abilities, you've got your flame guys if you need them.
Well, might I recommend, get a secret shrine and back up your guys with frickin' militant squads with Confessor Cabals, and that'll make the Spectres fire a little faster.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's
yeah.
like a miniature. It's like a miniature Voice of Cain.
Yeah. So there, after you've destroyed the base in the top left, which should be your first priority, try moving out an engineer to capture that tip spike to help you with your economy. If it doesn't work, just walking there, fly him over. And with the Spectres over here, just do the exact same thing that you did in the top left, this time do it in the top right. The top right is the most vastly populated area and has all the power in this match, so easily taken out. And also at this moment in time, I actually also found out that the drone platform was already at that base, but I didn't even attack it. So one of my units might have accidentally been on aggressive stance or something, and might have just weakened it a little bit to make it go back home. But yeah, I was pretty lucky because then my Spectres were able to destroy that building from a distance. But it was also a pretty bad thing because I also triggered the next mission, which I was not really prepared for. but I survived. And I'm gonna guide
this guy
you
has
through when
just
that
destroyed
appears.
one of the drone ships and activated the next objective, which the epically random secret unit has just popped up.
Oh yes, that randomly secret epic unit has just shown up on Killer's side. But on my side, we're just about to get there. My Spectres are obviously wanting to take out the power supply first. And if you take out the power supply, not just for that, knock out the base defences guarding the base you're destroying, but take out the base defences at the other places where the drone platforms are being defended by base defences, but not very well. It will also take out the ion storm towers that are in the bottom right as well. And remember that during this entire mission you're going to be attacked from the top. You're going to be attacked directly north from your main base with Storm Riders. Sometimes you might have gun walkers coming down there as well.
I saw that a little earlier. And also I saw a few Corruptors.
Yeah, Corruptors as well. You got quite a mix of units that do come to attack your base. One thing I will say though, in the early stages, I forgot to say this in part 1, but in the very early stages of the game, there is a mastermind on the field belonging to the Scrin faction, and he walks straight into your base in the early stages, and he can tend to capture your construction yard and screw you over before you've even started. So using your units that you get from using your units that you get from the very beginning, take out that mastermind, or otherwise your entire mission will be screwed. I've seen it happen a couple of times on the harder difficulty. So here we go, just destroying a war factory over here, now poning a harvester as well. While the harvester's moving, venom, zap, harvester, boom. Here's the drone platform, here are my Spectres, here are my venoms.
The epic force has already been destroyed. Wow. By avatars, stealth tanks, freaking obelisk of lights,
insufficient funds,
and a secret nod unit that you can possibly build.
Oh yes. Now, I'm gonna go over what units you'll need when this epic unit appears.
I address you,
and speaking of epic unit,
alone first.
I think it might be coming because I hear Kane talking about a mission that you will be participating in the future involving the Tacitus,
Exploder,
and telling you about the whole Tacitus being connected to you and such. And oh my lord, it's big, it's pink, it's got 6 legs, it's roaring at me. It's a hexapod!
Liberated.
Now
If
if you look closely, the hexapod does have his 3 ports taken up by an engineer.
Be wary. Even of those with the best of intentions can go wrong.
It's got an engineer port so that he will gain health. He's got an anti-vehicle and anti-air port, so he's pretty
You mean
darn well
a
guarded
shock
on his
super
own.
port?
Yeah, but we'll see you in the next part to go through what you need to destroy this bad Mamma Jamma.
Ah!